Hi, I'm Ron with Farming Up the Hill. I would like to invite you into our adventure of starting a livestock farm in Colorado mountains at 9,500 feet. And by the way, we're totally off grid. In 2019, we purchased 35 acres that had a working well and septic on it. So let's take a look and see where we started this adventure. This is basically what we're starting out with. Pretty much a blank slate. Got 35 acres. Does have a well on it with an old-fashioned hand pump. That hill is known as Porcupine Hill because the neighbors found a dead porcupine on it when they first bought it. This is what we're staying in. It's a 28-foot camper, one small slide out. Have a 1 ton. It's a 1998 that the dash was shot in and didn't run very good, so I bought it and we put a new dash in and put a new modular in it and fixed the brakes and got it up and running. We've got a shed we built. It is a 12 by 16. First shed we ever really built from scratch. Had a few problems on it, but as a whole it's dry and clean. We got a small 5 by 9 little pull behind trailer. Got an old tractor over there that we're doing. It's a 1967, I believe. And then we got a 40-foot high cube shipping container. Got some beautiful views. Just slowly trying to work everything out. We just recently got Starlink. We were doing the Amy works from home, and we were using my phone as a hotspot for her. And last week we got in Starlink, so we're doing that now. So we got quite a few animals up here, and one of the ones we're dealing with right now, of course, is the mice. They decided to move in, so we were trying to put out some bait to kill them, and then we got other animals around that we're afraid might get a hold of them. We have a lot of eagles, golden eagles, hawks, ravens. We're afraid they may be getting a hold of them, so we're trying a live capture scenario where they run up onto this wheel. The wheel moves, it's coated with peanut butter, and they fall into the bucket. That way, we don't get out there and poison a cat or something of that nature that's out there that would happen to catch the mouse before it happens. We are running off a generator, and we have some golf cart batteries that we're putting together to give the unit a little longer run time. Our refrigerator, freezer, and everything inside the camper is ran off 12 volt, but the only thing inside that's running off 110 are the actual 110 outlets, and they only work if the generator's plugged in. It is quite hilly. We're at 9,500 feet above sea level. As you can see part of the land. And like I said, it's 35.2 acres. And you climb the top of that hill, that is about the midway point of our land, and it goes back even farther. So hopefully we can do good. We have another generator down here and an old well. It's got an electric motor on it, so it moves the handle up and down for us, and we don't have to hand pump it all. We do have a few trees we're working on that are already here. Got some aspens growing, got some short pine. We just planted 60 trees last summer, and we're just got another 30 in. We're looking at about a third of the trees alive right now, and hopefully they'll make it. We're in kind of a dry climate. We only get about 12 inches of rain and about 60 inches of snow here annually. Fairly windy most of the time, so if you're having a hard time hearing me, that'll be why. I read a lot and watch a lot of videos, YouTube. Informational stuff on rejuvenating farming and trying to get stuff done. So as you can see, here's some tree we planted just the other day, and using cardboard and mulch to help keep stuff down. We've got 2 worm buckets that we're trying to keep going, bring the worms back up to the surface. We're giving everything a fair shot. So we're trying different techniques up here. As you can see, the ground's pretty sparse. It really hasn't had anything done to it for years. This originally was all forest until the railroad came through back in the day. They logged it all to build the railroad, and then the ranchers and stuff up here decided to keep it grassland. This area up through here was actually planted in Timothy hay at one point and was sold to horse farms in Kentucky. But that was a long time ago, and nobody's really maintained the ground around here anymore. So we're going to have the work out for us in the study, because we're going to be doing meat birds, egg layers, pigs, and cows up here, and we're going to do the regenerative farming techniques where we're going to get the manure out there. We're going to unroll the hay bales on the ground, everything we can to try to bring this earth back to life in this particular area. We have a lot of buffalo in this area. It's just a huge 120,000 acre buffalo range just north of us. So, well, thanks for taking the time. Looks like we might get a little storms. You never know. It looks like it's going to rain up here about every day, but most of the time it just goes right around you. That's how it is up here in the Rocky Mountains. So, well, thanks for watching, and you have a wonderful day. See you next time.